the end, and we got humbled yesterday. That's really our approach going into the bye. This is our first real stretch of adversity with this 2-game losing streak we've had, but just showed our guys the lay of the land across the AFC. It's very jumbled. There's a lot of 5-win teams. We get a shot at everybody who's right there with us at this back half of the season. So we're going to control the things that we can control. We're going to use this week to get our bodies right and come back with some great opportunities in front of us this last half of the season.
Thank you.
Zach, when you got the chance to look at film, did Cleveland do anything to take Tyler Boyd out of the offense, or were there some opportunities missed there where maybe he was open and just Joe didn't target him for whatever reason?
No, we felt like we had some good opportunities outside that we took advantage of. I will say 2 of the sacks that we had were going to target TB down the field for some big plays potentially, and we just didn't have time to get him there. But he's obviously a big part of what we do. And, he had two crack blocks on defensive ends, Jadeveon Clowney and another defensive end that freed our backs on some toss plays. And so what I admire about TB is just he's a captain. He takes that role. He doesn't take that role lightly. He does a little dirty things, and he's just the same guy every day he walks in the building, and I appreciate that. And, it certainly wasn't my intention to have him walk off the field with 2 targets and 1 catch. And there were some other plays that could have gone to him that, again, like I'm saying, Joe got sacked on. but he's a big part of what we do, and we need to continue to try to get him more involved where it fits.
Welcome to the Queen City Strikes podcast. I'm your host, Ray Summers. Shouts out to my co-host, Maverick, man. Tell me what's up, bro.
What's up, everybody? Wish it was better news, but I'll take a what's up anyway.
Facts, man, yo. Sorry for the wait. We just had to wait and see some couple things that passed by to get some updates. It's all good. Going into the bye week. Man, hope everybody feeling good out there. Hope everybody digest Sunday. Bengals lose 41-16 against the Cleveland Browns, the Battle of Ohio. Man, tough game to watch. Really, real tough game to watch, bro. But just before we get into the fucking game, another PSA to the fans, yo. I don't know what the fuck y'all been sipping, but the stuff I've been seeing, Mav, bro. Tyler Boyd only got 1 catch, right? I'm seeing people saying like, yo, I don't see why we got Tyler Boyd anymore. Like we might as well trade him. I saw a couple of them tweets. Yo, it was spicy Sunday at 5 p.m. It was spicy.
I didn't see no shit like that. Come on.
Even during the game, it was mild, but it was real spicy. Like when it got like the end of the game, everybody just mad. I'm sure people that was in attendance at the game was just dissatisfied from what they saw from our Bengals, man. But like y'all have to chill, bro. I'm gonna tell y'all again. Cool, we're 5-4, number 4th in the division. But let me tell y'all this: we still lightweight leading with 2-1 in the division. Still up for grabs. Still for grabs.
As you say, facts.
Yeah, it's still for grabs. Don't worry about where we at in the position. Just look at the numbers. I know it don't even out mathematically, but when you look at that division, we still leading 2-1. So we're still in the air, man. I told y'all the magic numbers behind me. If these dudes get to number 4,
but I'll say it again. Those 2 were on the road.
Yeah. Big facts. Big facts, man. It's like y'all can't be panicking, and I'm going to say this again, man. Either you really a fan or you was just riding with us just riding with us, listening to music. You ain't trying to drink. You ain't trying to smoke. You just riding with us. And then as soon as the bullshit happens, you just exit. And it's just like, bro, y'all got to look in the mirror and check yourselves and like, you really a Bengals fan or not? And no, I'm not saying for riding around, you have to drink or smoke. I'm just throwing that in there just for clout, just for content. But I'm just saying, man, you like either you a Bengals fan or you not, man. You either ride or dying for this team or you ain't, because it was all good a couple weeks ago. Remember that?
Yes,
Couple weeks
sir.
ago, we were sitting at number 1. Everybody walking with their chest out, chi-chis up, all that goofy shit y'all doing, talking with bass, talking with confidence. Like, what happened to the confidence, bro? Yeah, man. Like, don't be on that gorilla, that rah-rah shit. And then as soon as the bullshit happens, like y'all just like go in the bushes on some Homer Simpson shit, come out as Cleveland Brown fans or come out as anti-Bengals fans. Like, y'all have to get y'all act together, man. The season's not over. We still leading this thing 2-1. AFC North is still up in the air. We still in the playoff picture. So I'm not worried. We got 8 more games to go. Anything you want to add, Maverick, again to the bullshit?
Yeah, you're taking the words pretty much right out of my mouth. I told you, before we started this, I had the plan of actually having the brown paper bag over my head with a fork in my hand for what the people have been saying I'm embarrassed to be a Bengals fan, stick a fork in them, they're done. And they need to just shut the hell up.
Like, okay. Go ahead, bro.
You already said it. You were riding with us 2 weeks ago. Everything was perfect. Everything was going in motion. Everyone wants to be at the end of the journey without actually going through the journey. Yeah. You're going to have your bumps and bruises. You're at the halfway point, 5-4 with 9 games in. Now you're coming into the bye week. We limped into the bye week, but you're still at a great position. Most of your games that are left are at home. You already said it. Out of 3 games of the division, you're already up 2-1. You won your 2 games that you won was in 2 of the hardest places to play in the league.
Facts.
The season, you have 8 games left. You still have a full half of a season.
Facts, yeah.
And you saw how the Bengals in just 2 weeks went from first to last.
Yep.
That quick is how fast this whole thing can also get turned back around.
Exactly, man. They need our support, Like, don't bring that negative energy, man. You can't.
I mean, I'm not going to deny they played like shit.
Yeah, they did.
But what I will say with the Cleveland game, in the beginning, at least in the first half, the second half, the wheels fully fell off the bus. But for the first half, I even said, text you during it, we were moving that ball just fine down the field against Cleveland. We know what the potential is that's there. It's going to take time to get, to be able to keep that rolling forward. So the future is bright in Cincinnati.
It is.
Obviously, we want success right now.
Right.
And that's kind of what's the problem here. We had so much early surprise success that now we all of a sudden can't accept what's happening now. Which earlier in the season, you'd have been like, oh, yeah, we lost. That's the Bengals. And then they started winning some games. Everybody's like, oh, So that's why I don't really care to hear it.
Yeah, it's all good, man. Like, I'm not worried. I picked when we did the strike print episode, the very first one we did our predictions. I picked it was one of these games with the Cleveland Browns it was going to get. I did call that out. So this, to me, isn't really a surprise. I was just like, they're going to get one of them, but I'm sure, and thank God we're on the bye week, they do their evaluations, do a lot of changes on the depth chart, bring other people in, to get a good look at them, or, just changing the whole scheme up. But there's no need to put your head down over this, y'all. Really ain't. We still in this, of course, we didn't get the results that we wanted for the last 2 weeks. Yes, we should have won against the Jets. This game, like, damn, like it could have went the right way if certain stuff didn't happen that we're going to get into. But overall, bro, like Zach Taylor said it best, man. He said, you're going to see a good football team after the bye week. I believe him. I'm not going to think he's bullshitting. I don't think he's bluffing. I honestly think in my heart, like, we're going to see a whole, not a whole new different team, but we're going to see a more aggressive, alert, more aware like team. He's going to put his strongest strongest roster out there, literally. Like what we were saying at the beginning, like from the first episode. Like, if you want to take over the AFC North and not necessarily win the league, we could say that, but it's just like you got to put your strongest playmakers out there. Literally, that's going to make a play. That's it, man. Anything you want to add before we get into the game?
Oh, there's so many thoughts that go through my head, and so many that I always forget exactly what it is that I want to state. But more or less, again, like you just said, it's far from over.
Way far.
You know, there's plenty of football that's left. I expect this team to not really take any time off, even though they're on the bye week.
Right.
I see Joe Burrow and the receivers getting together. I see them watching film. I say, look, here's where we screwed up. We need to righten this ship. You know, so like you just said, I expect to see them to come out of the bye week firing on all cylinders.
Yeah, man. Literally on fire. Like, you're going to be happy what you see, man. Literally. Mainly, like, from both sides. Like, literally from both sides. Offense, defense, hell. I mean, hopefully special teams. We haven't really got a big, I'll call it again, like a momentum like play from the special teams. I'm talking with kick return, punt return, you know, etc. But we will see. But going into the game, hold on. But real quick, the Eli Apple situation. Bro.
I already said it, man. Eli Rotten Apple. I'm not even holding that back.
Yeah, I'm going to say, you called it. I'm going to be honest with y'all. Like, I've seen enough in these 8 games. I've seen enough. Like,
I'll put it like this. I'll say, give me Dre Kirkpatrick back.
Oh, Lord.
Over Eli Apple.
Lord, man. I mean,
I'll take a 0 over a -1.
I'm with you, bro. I'm with you. I don't even know, bro, because Drake Kirkpatrick was on some nutty shit, bro.
What do you think Eli Apple's on?
I know. It
ain't on receivers because he's missing them completely.
And from what I've been seeing, the reason why he's been playing a lot of reps is due to the experiment with Trey Waynes.
The bullshit contract that we wrote out for practice.
Yeah, and
we're paying you for practice.
And just to put y'all on notice, he's not planning to play on the Las Vegas week. Not this week, but the next week. Yeah, they already called it already.
He's gonna miss another game. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, man.
Dude, you caught me by surprise.
Hey, I know you bullshit, but I'll go with it though.
Jesus.
What a shock. But yeah, they already called it. He don't play. He's not planning on playing. Like, I got tongue twisted, but yeah, they don't think he's gonna be playing. So yeah, like, we'll see what happens. Hope, like, and my thing is, like, I mean, they gave Trey Flowers, I think, like, one play. I think he came in like one series. But
he just came in though.
Yeah, he just came in. The other guy that we signed, it was from Miami. But it's
Hargrave.
Just like, yes, yeah, that's the name. It's just like, hopefully we get a sea of these guys. I'm shocked that they even throwing like Darius Phillips over there.
No. First off, if you get on the field, you're already a step above Trey Waynes. Congratulations, you earned an A+ for the day. Here's your sticker.
Oh, we ain't gonna see no A+ on these grades.
Just getting on the field is an A+ considering that contract.
Getting on the field, suited up, 2 shoes tied, all that, healthy. But yeah, man, like, I've seen enough. It's like they gotta. I don't know what they plan on doing, but he needs more development, or it's just like something has to happen.
Who?
Eli Apple.
He need to retire.
Sheesh.
I mean, I'm just. Hey,
you being honest? You being honest?
Oranges to oranges, rotten apples to rotten apples. It hasn't worked out for you so far at every team you've been at, and so far you're getting burned out more here than you do at Edgewater. Okay?
Woo!
Just give it up.
Damn. Tire spinning.
I mean, at this point, I've seen him get toasted, you know, between that and no, I've had enough of this.
Yeah, we saw that 60-yard play where he was literally. I mean, I'll give him the effort for keep sprinting.
I'll give him an effort for seeing. I'll give him the effort of seeing the back of people's jerseys.
He's like you said, man, he's been like the weak link, to be honest with you. Like, it's like literally Dre Kirkpatrick 2.0. He's giving up big plays. He gave up a big play in the end zone when it was like third. It was like 3rd and goal. Gave up a fucking a pass interference call, and the ball was incomplete. It was way over everybody's head. Still managed to get a pass interference. Gave a big play, even a 60-yard play. That was a big play. That was a momentum play. Matter of fact, that changed the whole game. But yeah, man, I'm done seeing Eli. they better find somebody else.
I'm ready to move on from Trey Waynes. I'm ready to move on from Eli Apple.
Right, man.
Sorry, you've had your chances, and I've seen zero in return.
Yeah, I haven't seen nothing.
I'm over it.
And the thing is, like, I was shitting on the Woozy like before like the season started, and it's like he showed himself that he wants to be a part of this program. Eli hasn't really showed us shit.
Same thing with Mike Hilton.
I mean, in this game, he played bad. The Jets game, he did okay, but other games, like, he did pretty good, man. Even against the Steelers, he did pretty good.
That's what I'm saying. To me, Chidobe Awuzie and Mike Hilton,
yeah,
I'm happy with.
If anything, I would have put. I mean, I know you say he's like a slot corner, but I don't know why they won't just like try him out over there.
At this point, anybody's better than Eli Apple.
I'm just shocked they won't try him out.
I'm sorry. That's just how sick of him I am. I'm just over it.
Yeah, he gave up some big plays, man, over the past 2 weeks. Also going in the news, man, Brandon Wilson got an ACL injury, torn ACL. I believe he's out for the season. That was a bummer, yeah.
I had a feeling when I saw the way he went down, I had a feeling that's how that was.
Yeah. A lot of people getting injured, man, like just around the league, not just Brandon Wilson. So let's get into it, man. Joe Burrow's performance, man. How did you feel about this shit?
I've said it before. I said it last week. I'm going to say it again. If the play, I understand your biggest plays come off of broken plays.
Mm-hmm.
But do not force something that is absolutely not there. Don't take no shame in throwing it away.
Yeah, man.
I'll take the 3 points over the alternative, which you saw the alternative here was a 99-yard pick six.
Yeah, man.
I'll take the 3 versus that. There's no shame in it.
Do you think he was scared of Myles Garrett or just the Cleveland defensive line? He didn't look like himself, bro.
No, I think he's just trying to make something happen out of nothing.
I'm about to say
it worked in LSU, but that's at a collegiate level.
Yeah.
Now you're in the NFL with the pros.
Mm-hmm.
The same things you were able to pull off in college, you are not going to be able to pull off here.
Facts, man. Big facts. His performance, man, I just didn't agree with the first drive of the game that we had. It was on a good run. They got to the goal line. And then once we got to the goal line, it got to 3rd down. It was on the 3-yard line. Then I'm like, yo, like, I hope they give it to Mixon. I really hope they give it to Mixon because the way I'm looking at it is you guys start off with the ball, offense. You're on the 3rd-yard line. These guys decided to throw the ball. And it's just like, why are you throwing the ball on the goal line? I just never understood that. Like, why are you throwing the ball on the goal line? You got somebody behind you that could get them 3 yards easily. Like, feed it to Mixon. It's just so simple, bro. Like, you have to feed it to Mixon. It's like, like he will give you the touchdown. He will give you those yards. We saw it throughout the whole game. Like each time he got the ball, it was like +5. It was like 5+. My bad. He was getting his, man. But other than that, man, it just like, because that whole thing like changed. It changed the whole game with that pick six. It changed the whole game with that pick six. Like, even though, like, I know they kind of expected, like, like we'll be back. Like, that was going to, wake us up, get us in gear. But literally, like, that pick six changed the game. And I also understand why they're throwing it on the goal line, on 3-yard line, instead of just giving it to Mixon. And if you didn't make it with Mixon, I'm sure it'd be 4th and goal on the 1. You can either QB sneak with Burrow, or like we've been saying since day one, dive over the top with Mixon. Easy. Touchdown. Bengals lead 7-0. Starting the tone. And that gives the defense a boost. Because that's the message of this whole game. The offense did not help the defense at all. In field position, we have to literally, y'all have to be honest with yourselves. If y'all watch the game, and y'all can say whatever y'all want about the defense, but the defense has been the main priority on why we are at where we're at right now. We have helped the offense get to scoring positions, but the offense did not help the defense at all. Like, where they were turning the ball over at, the Cleveland Browns was getting the ball either on our side of the field or by the 50, but majority of the time, they were getting the ball in our territory. Like, and of course, it's going to cause, touchdown, maybe a field goal. And again, y'all, stamina comes in play. You can't keep having your defense come on and off the field with no rest, man. Anything you want to add to that, bro? Like, this is crazy.
The biggest Achilles heel, and I've been saying it since day one, and most of the teams in the league, because it's a pass-happy league,
yeah,
I still wish, even though it's boring and too traditional, I wish we had a true fullback. Short yardage is our biggest Achilles heel, whether it's out in the open field or whether it's at the goal line.
Yeah.
Short yardage, we don't seem to be able to get. Big plays, we seem to get those with no problem.
Yeah, easy. We saw that.
Chunk plays, we can get with no problem. It's anytime it gets to a 3rd and 3, 3rd and 2, 3rd and 1. We seem to have an issue. There's just a complete issue.
Right. And before,
whether it's a pass play or a run play.
Facts. And before, like how you saying now, like 3rd and short's an issue. Weeks ago, 3rd and long was the issue. We couldn't even get big plays on 3rd and long. So now you're like, it's like, I don't know. I've been saying it from the beginning. I don't know what Callahan and Zachary is doing, bro. I do not know, but it's just like the scheme, just the game plan. It's just like, the Bengals had, let me give y'all these numbers. First half, the Bengals had over 20 minutes of possession. Cleveland Browns only had 7 minutes.
Oh, yeah, that killed me.
Does that make any sense to y'all? I'm going to say this again. First half, the Bengals had 20-something minutes possession. Browns had only 7. And like I told y'all, it deals with where we gave the ball up. They were in scoring position. It was literally, they're either about a 40 or they were in damn near, red zone. Regardless, they was in scoring range. And it was just like, they have to correct that. That's the most thing they have to correct is that. And another thing, where in the hell was the no huddle offense? You know how much that would have came in handy in this game?
Yeah, but for whatever reason, they don't seem to use that much in this arsenal.
And one name comes in mind that doing that no huddle. Hugh fucking Jackson, man. I don't know what y'all, Callahan, I don't know what you're doing, bro.
I say we already touched base on this a few weeks ago. I imagine what this offense could possibly be like with the Hugh Jackson mentality.
Oh. And I'm gonna tell y'all have to hold this offense to a stupid high standard. I don't care what y'all saying. The weapons that we have on offense, I will name out the names. You have the chosen one. You got Jamar Chase. You got T. Higgins. You got Tyler Boyd. That only got one fucking catch, was unacceptable. Then you have Mixon. Then you have a substitution of Mixon. You have Piron. And then you have the secret weapon of Chris Evans. And then you got the OG Huzama. If I said his name right. Because I know he came on social media and said, man, the way to pronounce my name, he put it out in like long, like,
oh yeah, I love that video.
So you have You have these weapons, my friend. You have all these weapons. Like, why in the hell aren't y'all running no huddle? When Mr. Andy was here, we was running the no huddle with less talent that we got right now. And it's like, why aren't y'all running this? The no huddle knocks the defense off guard. It will force the time. It will force even y'all understand how much of a kill timeout will matter in the game. It will kill a timeout. It will do a whole bunch of things to the defense that make them confused to where they don't know what to set up, because I'm gonna be honest with y'all, a lot of our plays look telegraphed as fuck. Literally. I watched
beginning of the game is scripted.
Yeah, I watched Burrow like stare down his reads. That's what I'm saying, bro. He did not look the same this game. I don't know what the fuck happened, but he did not look the same in this game at all.
I'm gonna have to backtrack you just real quick.
Go ahead.
I really loved how you said the chosen one, considering you were not about him you were not about him in the beginning.
I know.
So I like hearing that.
I'm gonna say I told you I'm on board. I'm on board with it, but it's just like it shows when he has the ball in his hands, he will get you +7, like 7+. It shows when you get the ball to Mix's hands, he will give you the 7+. Chris Evans, the secret weapon, he will give you that. Piron will give you the power shit. Higgins been standing tall. I've been loving what you changed with your game. I've been loving it. I just wish certain balls he would have caught, but I've been loving his new style, because we didn't see that last year, and we likely didn't see that earlier this year. But he's been standing real strong and tall when he getting the ball. And then Boyd, what the fuck? Like, I don't understand. Like, yo, I'm gonna tell you guys, if you didn't watch the Strike Rewind, Boyd caught his first, not TD pass. He caught his first pass in the fourth quarter with like 7-something minutes left. His first pass. So he basically played the whole damn game, running the circles. I'm sure he was open.
You know, we talked about this early on, that when they selected Chase, there eventually is going to be an issue. You know, not everybody's going to get the ball as much as they would like.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and unfortunately, Boyd has been the one that's suffered from that so far at this point. When AJ Green wasn't available, Tyler Boyd stepped up and showed he could take control.
Mm-hmm.
But let's just be honest. You got, with Burrow, he got a new toy with Higgins last year. So obviously he's going to try to go to him more.
Mm-hmm.
Since they both just came out of college. This year, you just gave him his best Christmas present ever. The only toy he really wanted for Christmas, you gave it to him in his lap.
Right.
So obviously, most of the attention is going to go there. Unfortunately, up to this point in the season, Boyd's kind of been the redheaded stepchild, if you will.
Right.
And that's got to change. We know, because we've seen it, Boyd can take over a game. Boyd can change a game.
Mm-hmm.
You got to give him more of the opportunities, especially when Chase is starting to get double teamed more, which we saw that the past 2 weeks. Higgins has been getting a lot more love now since Chase has been getting all the attention.
Higgins is tall as fuck.
Why are you not looking at Boyd as much? Like I said in the beginning, there's so many weapons, it's going to be hard to give everybody, their slice of the pie.
Right, man.
But when your number's called, be prepared to be able, to do what you got to do.
Exactly, man. And just to add to this, y'all, if I'm sure everybody watched the game, Cleveland really didn't have a TD unless we made a mistake. If without all those mistakes, I believe this game would have been in the 14-24 like range. If anything, I could be bullshitting, but again, if you was watching the game, like I told y'all, the moments we turned the ball over, they was in scoring possessions. But the moment we didn't turn the ball over and you seen where they start the ball at, what did they get off? Just a field goal, or they missed the field goal. That's what we saw. So it's just like, if you knock out all those bullshit mistakes, I'm telling you, this game would have been really, really, really close. And we could have came out with a nail biter, matter of fact. But never know.
You went from a game against Baltimore where you played mistake-free football and played everything perfect to the last 2 games.
Mm-hmm.
It was the complete opposite. You're missing on execution. You're missing on timing. You're missing it just everywhere.
Right, man. The question is, man, it's just like from here going into after the bye week, like it's just like what has to improve?
Short yardage situation, quarterback pressure.
Definitely.
And I'll say pocket protection and pocket awareness.
Yeah, definitely that.
And the reason I say pocket awareness is there's quite a few times Burrow kind of creates his own sack pressures to where he's got protection, but he kind of allows the defense to be able to get to it.
Right. Depends on how far he steps back.
Right. And how far he steps forward. Yeah.
Yeah. That's from what I
steps a lot of times he steps away from the blocks.
You do. And the thing is, I know he don't want to be in that crowd, because when you're in that crowd, it's going to sink in like you know, you in the walls. It just like you got the straight jacket like shit. The walls just start closing.
As much grief as I give to Eli Apple, because let's be honest, it's deserved. But you know, the quarterback pressure has got to start stepping up. You know, if you're not pressuring the quarterback, you're allowing the wide receivers to destroy the secondary. You know, they got all the time in the world to run whatever routes they need to run and everything else.
I agree.
So any quarterback's going to get exposed at that point.
I agree. I agree 100%. And yeah, I believe the same thing with my answer. What needs to improve is that they need to run the, like I told y'all before, they got to run a no huddle. I don't understand why that wasn't being in place. Like, I feel like they came into this game, because what I just told y'all, 20 minutes to 7 minutes, I feel like they came into this game too. We're like, okay, we're going to try to keep Baker off the field. We're going to try to run as much clock as possible. We're going to try to exit out of here 17-10. I felt like they were trying to exit with a low score. I feel like they were trying to just run the clock out, but it wasn't working because the plays that they're trying to run, it just wasn't making. I mean, they're making impacts. The first series was until the pick six, but other stuff that was going on, it just seemed like it just wasn't there. So when we going into the offense, I'm giving these dudes an automatic F, yo. Automatic. I'm telling y'all have to hold these guys to a high standard. It is too much talent back there for them to be, underperforming on what they're supposed to be at. We're about to go into week 9. So it's like they have to be by now, we like when we see them come out of this bye week, like we have to see the most explosive team like in the NFL, like we saw at the beginning of the season. Period. I'm getting
it's the Raiders.
Yeah, man. Solid F, man. Like, what are you giving these guys?
I'm just gonna coattail right along with you on that.
Solid.
I don't see how. In all honesty, I don't see how you can really give them much of anything else.
Yeah, ain't no D. Hell to the no.
I mean, it went, like I said, again from Baltimore, and then since then it's just been straight down. So
yeah, man. I don't know what the hell has happened, man. Like, I don't like. It's like, yeah, they ran a little cute plays. They ran a little flea flicker, cool. They got the little first down, but it's just like after that, it's just like they went really stale. Like you were saying, like the awareness when it comes to the pocket, it just caused like it was almost like a lot of the plays was rushed. You were saying, a lot of the throws is forced, like rather than just throwing it away on like second or something or third and something, you could have threw it away, but threw the pick. The Jamar Chase fumble was, that killed us. We was down 21-7. Jamar Chase caught the ball and it looked like a resemble of that play that happened weeks ago. I forget what play was that. When like he caught the ball out of bounds, but then the guy was out of bounds when he touched it. It was at home.
Oh yeah.
It was like the same exact.
I remember
play.
his foot hit the ball.
Yeah. It was like deja vu. It was like seeing the same exact play, but the ball stayed in bounds.
I want to say that was the Green Bay game.
Might have been. Yeah, it was, because he had that was the big that we thought that was going to be the game changer, the play of the game, and then that's when the bullshit happened. So yeah, you're right. It was Green Bay. It was the Packers. And that was very unfortunate. But it's just like, and that too, a lot of drop balls. I saw Piron drop a smooth first down. Yes, the ball was thrown low, but he still could have caught it. Jamar Chase missed a touchdown pass. T. Higgins missed I think he even missed the end zone pass in the touchdown.
Mental errors, poor execution.
Yeah, man. It's like, I want to say I'm not going to give the Browns credit on defense, even though I kind of did on the stripe rewind. It was good defense, but with T. Higgins being as tall as he is, and seeing him being strong when he catches the ball, is just like no excuses, man. But I do believe
sometimes they get too. I think sometimes they get too focused on the cute trick plays, instead of just the easy fundamental plays that extends the drives.
Mm-hmm. I agree. Going to the defense, man. What are you going to give these guys, bro?
I mean, again, I don't see how you could really go any higher than an F.
Yeah, man. Y'all got to get.
I understand the time. You said it to, with the first half, the offense had the ball well over the majority of the time, so you can't really say they weren't rested.
Right.
But again, there's zero pass rush. They're giving up the big chunk plays. For some reason, the past 2 weeks, they've been missing tackles like they've been covered in butter.
Right.
So there's a lot of stuff that needs to be fixed. But again, it's all fundamental shit as far as I'm concerned.
I agree. Because remember, I mentioned names like, why aren't we hearing DJ Reader? Why aren't we hearing? I don't think I heard Larry's name.
Zero pass
I didn't hear Larry's name. Hendrickson was real quiet. Logan Wilson was massive quiet. It's like names that we got used to hearing at the beginning of the season. When it came to these last 2 games, we haven't really heard these names. I don't know what scheme with what's it, Ararumo and defensive coordinator. I don't know what scheme they was running, but the scheme sucked. It literally did. And what blows my mind, with the scheme that they're playing, it's they have a running back named Nick Chubb. I just didn't understand why the linebackers is playing so far back. They're playing too far back again, in this game, just like they were in the Jets game. I'm they have Nick Chubb back there. Why are the linebackers playing so damn far? And then again, when you're playing them so damn far, what was Baker doing? Catching them underneath. Eat just like Mike White was doing, catching everybody underneath. And then when you decide to get up front, what happened? 60-yard TD pass. Y'all can look at the receipts yourself, man. Y'all can look at the receipts yourself, man. You watch the game, look at the stripe rewind. Just look how the defense was. They're playing far back. I don't understand why when they got Nick Chubb back there. They're playing far back. And then
they've been doing that most of the season.
Yeah, and then when they decided to move forward, nah, fuck this. We getting this. What do you know? Over the top. Even the fucking the corners and the safeties was up. Jesse Bates is nowhere to be found back there. No, Von Bell. I didn't even think I heard his name really. And besides the touchdown pass at the end that he was covering. It's crazy, man. That's I'm with them. I'm with you on that. It's a smooth F. If y'all gonna lose as a team, y'all gonna get the Fs as a team. Straight up. Special teams, you getting that F2. I don't even care. It's about default. Yo, if y'all gonna take it as a team,
you get it by proxy.
Yeah, you get it by I don't even care. We was barely on the field, bro. I don't give a fuck. I don't care, man. I don't care what you're saying, bro. I already know. It's just that shit has to be corrected, man. It's just y'all can't expect to go in this strong. Yo, we're about to approach the biggest part of the season in the 6-game stretch. Real deal. I'm going to read y'all off the opponents that we have coming up next. And it's a lot of AFC matchups, yo. A lot of AFC matchups that's must-win games. If we want to be in this playoff picture, we have to win this game. Up next, of course, we got the Raiders. Then we got the Steelers at home. Chargers at home. 49ers home. Broncos away. The Ravens back here. Big games coming up. big games. And I'll be honest with y'all. I'm on the crown. I don't know how many games I named. So if it was 5, don't mind that. Don't mind that. So I know some people like, bro, you only named 5. But yo, I'm just letting y'all know. Oh, I was right. It was 6. So yeah, Ravens was 6. So I had to count. My bad. So yeah, man, we got a lot of big games coming up. AFC matchup the Raiders, AFC matchup Steelers, AFC Chargers, NFC 49ers, and then AFC Broncos Ravens. Big games, yo. You look at
majority of them at home.
Yeah, majority of them at home. So to be honest with y'all, the magic number is 1. You don't lose 1 game on this. Literally.
It's funny you say that because I literally in my mind was going, I can see them just only losing 1 of those games.
You don't lose 1 in this 6-game stretch. And then the last 2, you got the Chiefs at home, and then we meet the Browns again. And I best believe the Chiefs. Matter of fact, the last 4 games are going to be for definitely playoff position. Broncos is sitting at 5-4, Ravens 6-2, Chiefs at 5-4, Browns at 5-4. It could change.
Look for that game against the Browns to be flexed to prime time.
It will have to be. This is the week after New Year's. This it will have to be. It will have to be. Even the Chiefs, like, that's going to be a big game. There's going to be a lot of big AFC matchups the Bengals play in the next coming weeks, man. This is going to be the hardest part of the season. I'm going to let y'all know. And
the Browns
have to be
game
on their shit.
Will probably determine which team makes it into the playoffs.
Mm-hmm. Big facts, man. Big facts, man. So when we got up next, we got the Raiders next. What should we expect in this game, bro?
That is so hard to gauge right now because we don't know which team is going to show up. They play to the level of their competition. I want to expect that they're going to fire on all cylinders. At least I'm hoping that they do. Are you looking for a score prediction, I'm assuming?
Yeah, you go ahead and do that. Yeah, you go ahead and do that. Get this out of the way.
The Raiders, I mean, with the way their defense has been, oh man, that's a hard one to gauge on the score.
Mm-hmm.
I'll just give it a touchdown difference at 28-21.
28-21? Okay.
28-21, and I'm going to give it to the Bengals.
28-21. I'm going to have 35-24. Yeah. All this is coming in the second half, like the last 2 touchdowns. Well, just scoring possessions. Yeah, 35-24. I'm going to go with that one.
Bengals or Raiders?
Bengals, sorry, everybody.
Okay.
I'm gonna let y'all know right now, just so we know, like, I'm not gonna pick the Bengals to lose like off rip. Like, don't get me wrong, like I did in my prediction, I did pick like one of these Browns games to be the loss, but each time we do this prediction, I'm gonna pick the Bengals, man. I'm just that diehard of a fan, man. Like that's just who I am right now. But yeah, man, it's like they gotta figure this out, bro. I just hope they come out explosive. I hope the defense is on point, especially, man, because I'm telling y'all, we wouldn't have these 5 games win like if it wasn't for the damn defense. I'm telling you, man. Yeah, they look like trash the last 2 weeks. They gave up 2 big weeks, man. But it's just like they got to fix.
I'm expecting the team that played Baltimore to show up against Las Vegas.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I'm expecting.
Pretty much.
Because they're just as pissed off as we are.
Hell yeah.
And they don't want to let that stand.
Hell yeah.
So I'm expecting them to come out like they did against Baltimore.
Hell yeah, man. I hope so too. They just gotta fix all those corrections, man. I expect the no huddle. They have to run that no huddle. I just understand they haven't ran it at all. And just to add to this, we had 13 rushes for 64 yards. Why aren't y'all giving Mixon the ball? I know I said this earlier, but keep feeding this man the ball, man. Like
hard to when you're trailing by that much.
Oh yeah, I hear you. But it's just like at the beginning of the game, if you want to set the tone, because like I was saying, it's obvious they came out wanting to basically, let's just keep Baker off the field as much time as we can. So like, but the plays just wasn't like working. It was working at the beginning, but when it came towards the end of the game, it was just like, it was stale as fuck. But what else I got on these notes? But yeah, man, let's get into these around the league results real quick. And then we're going to give you, we got a show for y'all, man. We ain't done. Let y'all know. I know y'all used to, after we get to like the around the league results, we finish. Nah. we got lots to get into today. We got lots to get into today, man. We got lots to get into, man. Literally, lots to get into. So let's get into these around the league results real quick. And we're going to get into the vegetables. So this past Thursday night, the Colts beat the Jets 45-30. Everybody was expecting Mike White to have a big game. I don't even understand why. Probably due to the Bengals, but
I was say the way he played against us.
Yeah. That happened. Bengals lose, like I told y'all. And they beat themselves, everybody. 41-16. Broncos win against the Cowboys. Surprising win. Away game. 30-16. Dolphins beat the Texans 17-9. What is the Texans record? They is bullshitting. 1-8. Lord. They lose. Falcons beat the Saints. That was a surprising win by me. They sitting at 4-4. Saints sitting at 5-3. Yeah, 27-25. Falcons. Raiders lose against the Giants 23-16. Damn. And they coming off the loss too. So 3-6 and 5-3. Yeah, man. Patriots beat the damn Panthers 24-6. And we're going to get back to this game in a second after we get through all these results. Jaguars, surprisingly, Urban Meyer's bar hopping ass wins a
That's my big
game.
shocking game there.
It was his bar hopping ass, infidelity ass dude wins 9-6 against the Buffalo Bills. Wild, man. Ravens beat the Vikings in overtime, and I did remember seeing the Vikings was blowing their asses out.
Yeah, they were.
I don't know what happened. Mike Zimmer, that's on you. Chargers beat the Eagles 27-24. Oh, that must have been a good game. Yeah, it must have been a good game. I don't know what's going on with that Jalen Hurts experiment, but they got to figure that out. Packers and Chiefs. I was surprised about this game. Chiefs win 13-7. You say he wasn't?
They had Jordan Love back there.
Yeah.
You know, because of COVID.
We're going to get into all that. We're going to get into all that, yo. Last two games. Cardinals beat the 49ers 31-17. And then the Titans beat the Rams 28-16. I'm going to say this. That experiment with Julio Jones is not yes, they have a winning record, but I haven't really heard nothing big like since he got there.
Because all they needed to do was just give the ball to Derrick Henry. Now that Derrick Henry's out for the rest of the year, that offense is going to look a lot different.
Yeah. Adrian Peterson scored his touchdown too. I did see that. 125th career TD.
I'll say it now. Expect to hear Julio Jones' name a little bit more often now that Derrick Henry's not out.
Hopefully, man. And then the Monday night game of yesterday, Steelers win 29-27.
The refs won that game. The Steelers didn't win.
Oh yeah, we won't get all that. So here we go, everybody. Because this is
Truman Show.
Yeah, this is episode 14 Truman Show, man. Like, I don't know what's going on. I know what's going on outside of the NFL, but inside the NFL, I ain't gonna lie to y'all. NFL is a step away from being broadcast on MTV. I ain't gonna lie. As a reality show. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know what the hell is going on. It's a lot going on, bro. Because we I don't know where we should start. What's going on? Like, I guess we start in order. We'll just start in order and get to today. We'll start in order and get to today. So we told y'all on, it might have been episode 1, maybe episode 2, when we brought in the Good Morning America interview about the NFL versus the vaccine versus NFL, whatever you want to call it. And we told y'all this is going to become a problem, like in the season, especially when we get into the heat of the season. It's going to make a big fucking issue. So with that being said, we started with the whole COVID protocol, yada, yada, yada. Then we come across the Raiders. And I ain't gonna lie to y'all. And a lot of y'all can hate me for this. I was laughing my ass off when I read the comments by John Gruden. I was laughing my ass off, yo. Yeah, it was disrespectful to his coworker for what he said. And for those of y'all don't know what he said, that what got him fired, he said more than what this message said. But he told one of his people on his staff.
Okay, I know where you're going.
That he's like, man, like he said he has lips big as Michelin tires. I was crying. I was crying. Because to me, y'all, it's like I'm a person of humor. Like, I laugh. I didn't get offended. I didn't find it racist. I looked at it as, like, me and you talked about it. I was like, yo, like you seen Guess Who, right? With Ashton Kutcher and shit. So let's say you had like an interracial relationship and like he brought that joke to the table to Bernie Mac. Yo, like it was just priceless. Like, just seeing, and it was, like I said, y'all, it was more than that. He said some, they called it like misogynistic, homophobic rants or language. He was saying some of that. And then I guess he had photos of cheerleaders, and then that pretty much what got him out of office.
Welcome to today's butthurt cancel culture. That's all I gotta say.
It's a lot, man. They went into his, like, it was just wild how they got all this evidence. So that happened. John Gruden, the coach, goes out the way. To follow up with that, the car crash with Henry Ruggs III. That was mind-blowing.
There's still some wicked information that keeps coming out with this one.
And like, I think what I hated the most about the whole situation was like, I don't know how they do this. TMZ operation, it's like they work around 24/7.
Oh yeah, TMZ worse than a crazy ex.
It's almost like they have underground tunnels to where they at to pop up and get the feed, go back in the tunnel, send it back to Harvey. Yo, just looking at that situation, like, that shit was bad, man. The guy was going 185, 165, 165. I think it was 165 in the vet.
Something along those lines, and then dropped down to 125 at the point of impact.
Yo, they got the footage of the car zooming through the camera of the, when y'all walk out into your everyday life, pay attention to how many cameras is out there. You're being monitored at all times.
Shit, just watch Eagle Eye.
Yeah, I'm gonna say, like, everybody's being monitored at all times. Just go to the stoplight, cameras. Go to anywhere, even on the highway. They have cameras, like the big towers in the center. There's cameras on that shit. They have everything, bro. So it's just like that happened. Like, yo, have you ever drove drunk before? Or drove tipsy?
I will never admit, nor I am not criminalizing myself in any way, shape, or form. I do not have an attorney present, therefore I will plead the fifth, sir.
HIPAA. I'm not saying jack. Like, you know, like we all like, yes, it was dumb, like on his behalf, because obviously he was intoxicated. I think he was even past the alcohol limit. It was like 161.
Oh, he was over.
Yeah, he was dumb over. Yeah, he was dumb over. But I mean, that happened. And then I think I brought to you just this morning, more Raiders players.
Oh yeah, now somebody was threatening to kill someone, cornerback on the team.
Yeah, man, it's just, I don't know what's going on over there, man. And it's their first I'll call it valid season with the fans. They had their first season last year with no fans. Now they got the valid season with the fans. So it's just you got all that happened in the Raiders organization. Don't know what the hell's going on with that. Then we segue to the OBJ situation of the Browns. His father leaked, I ain't gonna say leaked. He posted basically, I'll call it a film study of basically, look at how many times Odell was wide open and Baker didn't throw the ball. And I ain't gonna lie to you, film didn't lie. He was wide open on a lot of plays. Ball wasn't thrown to him. It looked like literally Tyler Boyd, what we saw just recently of the last game. He was just yo, number 83, you know, big levels, you know, we're y'all ain't gonna look at me. So all that happened. And then he still hasn't been signed yet for the updated news. It passed 4:00. He hasn't been signed yet. Where do you see him going? Is the question.
Here's where you and me, I guarantee, are going to disagree on. I haven't said it to you off camera, but I'm going to say it myself too.
Go ahead, bro. It's all opinions. Go ahead.
Odell Beckham Jr. is only popular because of one catch he made in his career. Obviously, something wasn't working out with the New York Giants, and they needed to get him out of there. Obviously, something was not going on well in Cleveland, so they needed to get him out of there.
And you believe reason why I had to get him out of here due to Cleveland?
For whatever reason, with Cleveland, I mean,
we'll just stick to the present.
I never really heard anything negative coming out of Cleveland with the Odell Beckham Jr. situation, except there was obviously no chemistry between him and Baker Mayfield.
Yeah,
but I will say when he was with the Giants, he kind of had that big head syndrome.
Okay. I mean, to be honest with you, between him and Saquon Barkley, who else is there?
True.
I'll feel the same way.
But it was good enough to win a Super Bowl.
With Plaxico Burress.
Plexiglass.
Yeah.
But, you know, either way, though, I mean, the only thing I could just see with Odell Beckham Jr. is just that catch. And outside of that, I don't really see much that impresses me with him.
Man, y'all is crazy, bro.
I told you we were going to disagree with it.
No, it's all good. Everybody, you can have, I accept that.
He seems to be too much of a diva for me.
See, that's what I was looking for from you. And this is where I won't say I get upset, but it's just okay, since this is the new terminology, we're going to call diva. Jamar Chase is a diva. We can name more names. Julio Jones a diva. We can name hella names. And I can feel y'all know where I'm going with this. It's just yo, Chad Johnson was even a diva.
Oh, there's no denying that.
And this is where I'm getting at. Because the terminology diva is being represented as negative. But when reality, this guy's a motherfucking threat, regardless of what y'all talking about, you know?
Since you brought up Chad, I just have to say this. Who would you prefer in their prime?
In their prime?
And no favoritism with Bengals. This is just strictly receivers.
Yeah, you just alone.
Chad Johnson versus Odell Beckham Jr. When Chad Johnson in his prime for four or five straight years led the AFC in receiving yards.
Mm-hmm.
Other than that catch, what all has Odell Beckham Jr. really fully accomplished? I mean, I know he did a little bit early on.
You are shorthanded Odell.
I'm not shorthanded. I'm just saying who would you accept? Who would you want more out of a Chad? Since you brought them together, Chad Johnson in his prime, Odell Beckham Jr. in his prime, and I'll even throw in there Carson Palmer to Chad and Eli to Odell. Because one pair won a Super Bowl, one pair did not.
Okay. If we're looking at these both individuals as free agents on the market, I am looking at Chad Johnson just due to his footwork. His footwork is a big impact that we have never seen, literally never seen since like Scottie Pippen. And this is outside NFL. Like the way Chad moves his feet, the way he cuts off routes his style play is way different from Odell Beckham. Odell Beckham is just a solid playmaker. I'm not going to shit on him and say he's not a playmaker. He's a solid playmaker. But I'm going to tell y'all this. He has not had a legit quarterback to throw him the ball. Legit. If you give him to Russell Wilson, I bet you money. I bet you everybody. I bet all the crypto in the world that you put him with Russell Wilson, y'all will be slobbering over his meat. No homo. Literally. Y'all gonna talk all that. He's a diva. Like, yo, I'm not buying that. Y'all sound like Adam Schefter. This dude is a playmaker, solid playmaker. And if he was such a diva, why is everybody else looking for him? Why is a lot of these Super Bowl teams looking for him? It ain't like Atlanta is looking for him, or it ain't like, the Jets is looking for him. Yo, big time name is looking for him. If the Chiefs could get him, I guarantee they will swap out Josh Gordon for his ass.
Then here's my argument with that. How did he clear through the waivers without anybody picking him up?
He had to do the Antonio Brown experiment. Get fired. Are y'all silly right now? We can't sit here and act like he wanted to be. Yo, Odell Beckham wanted to get off that team. Period.
Oh, I agree with that completely.
You said it best. Him and Baker, and I agree with this. Him and Baker, they had no chemistry. We thought there was going to be the shit. It didn't work out. It didn't work out at all. It didn't work out because you saw what happened when he's off the field. You see how comfortable Baker is. When he's on the field, it's like, damn. All right, here, People Jones. Throw it. It's like, literally, bro, it's like, come on, man. I'm not like, yes, he is a diva. Yes, he likes the attention. Yes, he does outlandish shit. But at the end of the day, you can't ignore this man's talent that he brings to the game.
Well, the one thing I will say, I'm not going to ignore his talent. I didn't say he's not a playmaker. Yeah. I just said personally, for me, he's mostly famous because of that catch.
He's still done shit outside of that.
But catch. I would not. I know obviously you didn't say this, but I'm just saying I would not put him at a Chad Johnson and a Calvin Johnson type of situation at all.
No.
But a lot of people are trying to make him seem he's that. Like there were Ravens players that had the free Odell shirt and this, that. That's my whole point. Is so many people are hyping him up to be something that he's not.
Bro,
I'm not saying he's not a playmaker, but I'm not saying he's an elite wide receiver. I'm not going to say that.
Yeah.
He can make some plays in that, but I'm not going to put him in an elite category, not by any means.
I'm not going to call him elite. And I don't know which comes first, elite or superstar then elite. I don't know which comes first. But from what I've been seeing from him outside the famous catch that he did when Eli was there, like I said, he is a dominant threat, like as a wide receiver. Real dominant, man. That's what I have to add to this. But what is this? Okay. But yeah, man. But yeah, I'm taking Chad all day. When it comes between the two. Like I said, Chad and Odell they have two different styles of play. And it's that footwork when it comes to the line and how they move in their routes. Like they're like two different players. But like I said, I can't shorthand Beckham like that, man. That's disrespect. That's dangerous saying Cole Beasley is better than Odell Beckham, bro. Come on. Come on, bro. Y'all got to cut out with the diva comments. You're basically saying Cole Beasley is better than Odell.
Oh, I didn't say that.
I know. I'm just saying, basically. Basically, that's what a lot of people are saying. And it's just like, I know people don't like him on this team. Like I said, Terrell Owens was a diva. And look at what he did. He excelled. Yeah, no Super Bowl wins. He excelled. It's a lot of people that we could call like divas. Like I said, Michael Irvin, we could go way back. We can even go present. It's just like you could call a lot of people divas, but that's just their style of play. It's like they like to be flashy, like Chad, like I said, we don't know what Jamar's going to be. We're just seeing him right now. Like I said, we could call him that. We don't know what that is.
I'll say it already that he's a diva. Yeah. I'll say that. But in the same turn, though, so far he's earned it.
Yeah, he's earned it. He's earned it. A lot of people earned that. But we can't use that terminology to degrade somebody. That's all I'm saying.
I'm not going to degrade him, but I'm saying ever since that famous yacht picture, has Odell Beckham Jr., and be honest with this, has he ever been the same since?
Yeah, I do remember that. The yacht when it was on the boat. But I'm saying, like I told you, who was the quarterback throwing to him? Eli was on the decline.
Eli may have been on the decline, but in the decline, he still won a Super Bowl.
Man, that was a Plexico. Odell wasn't even born.
I don't.
Come on, bro. You're naming two different rosters, man. Odell wasn't even on the team. He was still in LSU. Like, come on, bro. and then you got Baker. They trying to make an excuse for him. Oh, he had mental health. Not even that mental health, but he couldn't concentrate with Beckham being on the field. That sounds like a fucking personal problem. If Brady had Odell Beckham, you think Brady be fucking complaining? Hell no.
I'll be honest. I think that combination would be a pretty potent combination. Not as much so as a Mike Evans combination, but it would still be a pretty damn good combination. Like I said, I never said Odell Beckham Jr. is not a playmaker.
Oh yeah, I hear you.
I just said I think he's overhyped.
I don't even think that,
he really is.
I don't think that. I don't even think that, man. If you give him a solid quarterback, I'm gonna keep telling y'all, if you give a solid quarterback, we're saying Eli Manning and Baker Mayfield. That's what y'all going this off of. Like, come on, wake up. If you give him to Russell Wilson or Tom Brady, look what Antonio Brown has excelled off of Ben Roethlisberger. Everybody thought he wasn't going to win another Super Bowl. He came in the game, but despite all the bullshit that he was doing off the grid, I don't know why, he wins a Super Bowl. Didn't have to do much.
Okay, here's my argument. Here's my argument. So what you're saying is Odell Beckham Jr., we're being a long time on this subject, but
sorry.
You're saying because of his quarterbacks, he hasn't excelled the way he should have, is what you're saying.
Facts. We saw in the film of Baker.
Because you're saying average quarterbacks, correct? That's what you're saying.
Bro, Blake Bortles cannot give bro. No, hell no. Blake Bortles cannot give him the ball.
You don't know where you don't know where I'm going with that.
I'm assuming. Go ahead.
Okay, so you're saying because he had what you're quoting as average quarterbacks, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So what would you qualify Andy Dalton?
Average
quarterback. Okay.
Yes.
So now hold on. So now as an average quarterback, AJ Green in his first 5 years in the league led the AFC with an average quarterback. Odell Beckham Jr. did nowhere near that with an average quarterback. That is my argument.
We're talking two different teams. Eli Manning, same
position.
Bro, Eli Manning and Andy Dalton. Who you going with? Let's go.
Eli Manning over Andy Dalton.
Who you picking?
In their primes?
Yeah.
In their primes, depending on the rosters.
It's two different quarterbacks.
But I will honestly choose, and I'm not just saying this because of the Bengals, I will honestly choose Andy Dalton over Eli Manning. And the reason I say that is because I've never really been impressed with Eli Manning. I think he just lucked out with the team that was around him.
Thank you. They made him look good.
Yeah, I mean, and also it was also some lucky passes that some lucky plays that got him there.
Yes.
But I'm just saying, as far as the sake of argument of an average quarterback to Odell Beckham, AJ Green had an average quarterback with Andy Dalton and was still able to do what he was able to do.
I'm just saying, man.
I mean, you put a in their prime, Tom Brady with an Odell Beckham.
It's lights out.
In his prime versus a Tom Brady in his prime with an AJ Green in his prime.
Bro,
who is going to do better?
Hold on. Repeat that one more time because you in a robot mode.
Okay.
One more time.
Okay. A Tom Brady in his prime, both situations. Okay.
Yes.
Would he be better with an Odell Beckham Jr. in his prime or an AJ Green in his prime?
Most likely AJ Green due to height and the style of play. But again, I'm not.
That's kind of my point.
But I'm not discrediting. I'm still not discrediting Odell Beckham.
Oh no, I'm not discrediting him either. Yeah. I'm just stating it.
I'm still going with AJ Green.
I think Odell Beckham is a great player, but I'm not going to say he's an elite player that a lot of these people are trying to make him to be. That's my whole argument.
No, I'm not.
That's my point.
Yeah, I'm not going to call him elite. I'm just sticking with this term. He's a threat and he's a playmaker.
He's a threat and a playmaker, but I'm not going to say he's a game changer.
He can be with the right quarterback.
With the right personnel, but that can be said with that can be said with a whole lot of players. Who? Oh, as far as in their primes?
Nah, bro. Who? don't try to specialize this. Who? I'm asking you who?
Okay, so do you say he's better than Cooper Kupp?
Fuck yeah.
Cooper Kupp a product of what's the situation?
Cooper Kupp, him and Stafford now have a better chemistry than Jared Goff. That's a fact.
That's my point.
That's what I'm saying. When you put somebody else in place as quarterback, the wide receiver will expose himself to be the person that he could be.
Oh, I already stated that, I thought he'd be really good with Cleveland, like, oh shit, this is going to really be something here. It's just their chemistry wasn't together. Odell Beckham Jr. when he first went to Cleveland. Okay, I'm like, oh shit, we got to go against this, but their chemistry wasn't together.
Yeah, chemistry wasn't shit.
No.
If you get the chemistry right, oh yeah, it ain't no, like, just like Andy with AJ. When you get the chemistry down, when you get the boyfriend girlfriend shit down, it's a wrap. Just like, even with we can't even say, like, because a lot of shit was just forced. Like, it's hard to tell, like, what was going on, like, in that not Green Bay, but New York Giants year when Odell and Eli was there together. But yeah, it just shows, like, when you get the right quarterback and, like you said, the right personnel, yeah, it would excel, like, his abilities, man. That's all I'm saying. But if he a diva, like I said, it's just like, you got to call every wide receiver in the league a diva except Cooper Kupp.
I'll put it like this. He was a diva in New York, but in all honesty, I haven't really seen the diva-ness since he's been in Cleveland.
Yeah. Hold on. When did that that happened with the Giants, right? When he got so mad and he hit the fucking the kicker goal.
I already know what you're talking about. I was at the Giants.
That's Giants, okay.
Yeah, as far as I'm concerned, he didn't really have any, at least public drama with Cleveland. Any drama there was, they kept, behind closed doors, which it should be.
I'm just letting you know, if he somehow gets signed to the Seahawks, him and what's it called, Metcalf, and is Lockett still there? Tyler Lockett?
I want to say he's still there. I don't remember him being with anyone else.
That's gonna be deadly. That's a fact, because he hasn't been with nobody else. Yeah, that's a fact. But yeah, man, that's all.
I'll have to say I have to see it to believe it, because we thought the same thing with Cleveland and it didn't work out.
That's fine. That's what I'm saying. Like, he don't be with two teams. You gotta, like, sometimes the Giants is not his metropolis, and Cleveland is not his metropolis. We thought it was going to be, because, like, on paper, we're looking at the roster. We're like, damn, they got this.
Oh yeah, on paper they look this. Yeah.
Then, but we saw the results. Like, it was, dog poop, like they are. So it's just like,
no pun intended with the dog pound.
Forget that, man. I saw some stuff on Twitter the other day. It was yesterday, matter of fact. One of the super fans was getting harassed from the Cleveland Browns fans, because it was Tony the Tiger guy. He had, like the face paint and all.
I know you're talking about.
Yeah, Tony the Tiger guy. And they were I don't know, somebody made a comment. Yeah, somebody made a comment, and then, like, it was just crazy. Like, the whole Bengal fans forced this dude to delete the comment, bro. It was crazy. Crazy shit I ever seen. Crazy shit I ever seen. It was like some no left behind child act type shit. Literally, bro. To a grown ass man. Literally. I was shocked, but no bullying though. Going off the segue, getting off the OBJ subject, Aaron Rodgers, bro. What the hell? So
there's so much he said, she said with this stuff. You know, I've been vaccinated. Well, we just found out you weren't. Oh, I had an alternative. I went to some Indian tribe and they gave me some sage and stuff. And I talked to the NFL about it and they said, yeah. And then the NFL comes back and goes, no, the hell you didn't.
He did. So, go ahead, bro.
I'm just saying that there's so much back and forth with this. I don't know.
To give y'all a recap, I'm sure some of y'all been paying attention, but Aaron Rodgers at the beginning of the season, when we were talking about, y'all, they were making this NFL diverse of the vaccine or unvaccinated versus vaccinated in the NFL. So when people came into camp, you know, yada, 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 Aaron Rodgers came in late, you know, got the shaggy hair, Scooby-Doo shit. Joe Dirt like shit. So they asked him, they asked him, you know, so Mr. Rodgers, you vaccinated? He said yes. And then he said, I'm immunized or some shit like that. You use some type of terminology. And that's the word to highlight. And
he answered the question without answering the question.
Yeah. He said yes, and then he said, I'm immunized. So I'm sitting here like, and I'm sitting for everybody like, what the fuck is that? Like, you know, fuck is immunized? But it does mean like, you know, you are, you know, basically vaccinated, just using a different type of terminology. So past week, he tested positive for COVID. Then it comes to find out he's been unvaccinated. And then all hell breaks loose. And then now we have the microscope on Aaron Rodgers, on his vaccination status. And I told y'all from the beginning of the season that this was going to be a problem because, again, you're having people vaccinated. And just to give y'all a little quick update, a segue off of Aaron Rodgers real quick. What was it? 2 Browns players? Couple Browns players fully vaccinated.
2 running backs.
Yeah, 2 running backs. Chubb and somebody else caught COVID, fully vaccinated. And then they got to, you know, present 2 tests. We even experienced it on our team. I think Piron and Jackson Cameron, like test, you know, was fully vaccinated, tested positive. So it was just like, at this point, man, and I'm gonna tell y'all right now, and I'm gonna get back to Aaron Rodgers in a second. Let's say we clinch the playoffs, right? The first playoff game at home. Next thing you find out, since the Bengals players is basically fully vaccinated, all at 100%, 90, whatever you want to call it. I will be mad as fuck if they come out and say Burrow, Chase, or Burrow, Mixon. I'm just wait. It's just like the way they playing this. It's almost like, yo. And people might, like I said, you agree, disagree. Get rid of the mandate. Period. This is just the most confusing shit in the world right now. Literally. And we're not even arguing over like goofy shit. Like this is the most goofy. This is some red light, green light shit. Literally, bro. This is some little kid game shit. It's like out of nowhere. I mentioned to y'all last year. I even acted out for y'all. Des Bryant playing the Cowboys. He was clean going into the game, warming up. Warming up. Yo, warming up, doing this. Yo, mama told me to be days like this. I'm gonna get it, Jerry Jones today. I'm gonna get it, Jerry Jones. Felt like 20 seconds for a kickoff. Des, what's up? You tested positive. You gotta get out of here. The fuck? Telling you, bro. It's almost like cat out of the hat type shit, bro. It's like I don't know what they gotta do other than get rid of this shit. Literally, man. And y'all can say, like, well, if they get rid of it, then everybody's a harm. Everybody's a harm. And it's like, bro, are people really in harm? Literally. Like, is people really in harm on this, yo? Like, do we really know if people's really in harm on this? In the NFL, we're sticking to the NFL right now.
Yeah, people are going to disagree with me on this when I say this, because this has always been a big debate. But, are you testing everybody for the flu? You're not when it comes to the NFL and that. And this might be a segue into the next topic of conversation. But I could fully see a scenario that you are calling out there where the Bengals do make the playoffs, and right before the playoff game, all of a sudden, some of our major contributors are going to test positive. Unless, and this is where I said it could segue to the next subject, unless you're the Pittsburgh Steelers, nobody's going to test positive for the Pittsburgh Steelers. No. And I say that because of last night's controversy.
Mm-hmm.
So, but it just seems like, I don't fully understand the rules with COVID. I don't think they understand the rules with COVID. As far as I'm concerned, like you said, Nick Chubb.
Yeah. And what are the other names we named? That was on there.
Nick Chubb and Demetric Felton, both running backs for the Cleveland Browns, tested positive for COVID. As far as I'm concerned, if you go into a complete COVID protocol, Mike DeWine, our governor for the state of Ohio, and his wife were exposed. They didn't test positive themselves, but they were exposed to people who did test positive, and they were vaccinated, but they still had to quarantine themselves.
Right.
But in the NFL standards, you have two players that were themselves vaccinated.
Mm-hmm.
They tested positive for COVID. They were around the Bengals' entire defensive team and the Browns' offensive team, but yet the only players that have to do any quarantining or anything that we know, at least publicly, are just those two players. So a lot of things just doesn't make sense to me with all that.
It don't, bro. It don't at all, man. Like, this whole thing has been a disaster, and I knew it was going to be a problem. And it's
I don't know if there's a right way or a wrong way, but either way, I'm just saying it just doesn't make sense to me.
Yeah. Because, like, obvious, you're fully vaccinated, still got exposed to it. Unvaccinated, get exposed to it. There's no way around this.
I still just want to make just one quick comment.
Go ahead, bro.
And then we can move along if you're ready to.
Yeah, go ahead.
And again, it's not football related, but in the same token, it kind of is. Earlier this year, Mike DeWine tested positive for COVID-19. Later on, the very same day, it turned out they tested him again. It came up negative, so they overruled the first test and said it was a false positive.
I remember
How come none of these players have had that same situation pop up? It's just automatic. Yep, it's positive and staying that way. We had two players from the Bengals this year test positive for COVID. Both were vaccinated, and then all of a sudden they had two negative tests within 24-hour periods, or whatever the case may be, and they were allowed to come on the field. So how come they never stated that those tests were false positives or not?
Bro.
I mean, I'm just asking. I mean,
I'm with you.
They never stated if they were false positives or not. They just said, oh, well, since they're vaccinated, they came up with two negative tests, they're able to play. Well, what happened to that positive test? Was it actually a positive test? Or are we just bypassing it?
Bro, this is the most wildest game of operation I ever played in my life.
I mean, I'm just saying, like I said, there's a lot of confusion with it.
It is, man. And, don't get me wrong. Yes, people are losing lives like over this stuff, but something don't seem right. I'm just letting y'all know. Something don't seem right. It seems like it's a bigger picture behind this, other than it just being, either vaccinated or unvaccinated. Is just a lot from what I've been seeing since the start of the season, since the start of the distribution of the jungle juice. It's been a lot going on, and then it's just like you brought up great examples, and then you expect with going back to Aaron Rodgers' situation. Okay, I heard that they had a Halloween party. He was present, so he was around all the players. So what does that mean? Does that mean all the players got to sit out? Like, from what my understanding from what we did in phase one of last year. Like, be around somebody, everybody's affected. But y'all like to change the wordplay.
That was my whole point.
The masses like to change the wordplay. Oh, no. It's not just that. And it's just like, bro, then what is it? It's just like, oh, man.
Again, not trying to downplay it, just stating it doesn't make sense.
The whole thing don't make sense. Like, yeah, the rule in NFL don't make sense. Even outside the rule don't make sense because it's the same shit that happens out on the outside looking in. And it's just like, it seemed like a bigger picture because me and you talked briefly. I told you I saw Squid Games. And then I was telling you the message I got off of Squid Games is that us humans, we don't read the fine print. We just sign our rights. I'll say this again. We will sign our rights away without even reading the fine print or what's at risk, what's at stake. We're downloading apps, etc. We just do these things just to be a part of something. And then, yeah, man, it's just like freedom is at stake. Like, to be honest with y'all, like freedom is at stake. And that's what I got from that movie, or the series, what you want to call it. Freedom is at stake. And it's just like, it's how much pride do you have for yourself? How much pride do you have for your country? And how much pride do you have for your state, to stand up for this shit? And since you brought up Mike DeWine, I don't know if he's for liberty or not, but it's just like, I'm just letting y'all know with this jungle juice method that's going around, I'm just going to call it jungle juice. Since we're talking about this is Bengal shit. It's just like, come on, y'all, man. It's just like, you either stand up for your freedom, or literally fall for anything. Literally, bro. Because it's going to disappear right before your eyes. Then we're going to see, like I said, NFL is going to be different. All our sports programs will be different. The way you live is going to be different. The way you communicate with people is going to be different in the outside world. It's like, this specific subject is affecting too much to the point for me, and people could agree to disagree, eliminate the mandate. It's causing too much problem. And each time a situation comes up, just like me and you are asking questions and everybody else that's watching, listening, or been paying attention, it's like they keep moving the goalposts each time. And it's just like, that's what it's coming down to. It's like how much pride as you as an individual have for your country. And I'm going to bring this up. People had the nerve to say Colin Kaepernick wasn't patriotic. And it's just like, but your president is willing to sign everybody's life away, rights away, to where I don't have rights. You don't have rights. Person that's watching don't have rights. Listen don't have rights. And then the way you move for the rest of your life is going to be different. It's going to be monitored. You're going to be told what to do, not to do. You can't go to this place. You're going to be limited. You thought the mask mandate shit was bad. Just picture how this will go if everybody gives into this shit. Literally, man, freedom of choice, period. If you take it, no big deal. If you don't take it, no big deal. That's what I'm getting at. You should have freedom of choice. This United States of America, bro, we're the only country on the planet that is able to defend ourselves among the government. And I'm going to say that again. With the Second Amendment and the Constitution, we are the only country on the motherfucking planet that can defend ourselves. And if y'all going to sit back and just watch the leader take away rights and shape out for you not to enjoy the football game, enjoy the basketball game, or enjoy your regular livelihoods, tell you, man, like, people got to step up. It's okay to be both. This is not no anti-vaccine rant. This is a standing up for the Constitution rant. That's what it is. And Roger Goodell's not following this. The leader of this country's not following this. Even the pinky in the brain dude he got behind him ain't following it. So it's just like, people have to literally You either stand up for something or fall for anything, man. That's period. That's my rant.
Yeah, you might want to calm it down, man. I just got a text from the FBI talking about you better shut the hell up.
Cut that shit out. I'm just saying, man. I'm just saying, bro. Like this, like you said it best. I've said it. Like this is the most confusing shit that we have witnessed living in history, and it's almost like going to a workplace with a new management and they just winging shit.
Well, that's why I brought up the whole Mike DeWine thing. They're vaccinated. They were exposed from people with, and their people, whatever, and they had to quarantine, whatever the case may be. And then Aaron Rodgers tested positive, but they had the big Halloween party that he spent a year getting his costume ready to be John Wick and this, that, and the other. And all that shit's just fine, hunky dory. We're not even going to bring that up. We didn't bring it up that he was at a Halloween party and all those people are at risk. But the only person that we're going to worry about and talk about is Aaron Rodgers. And we're worried about if he lied about getting vaccinated or if he didn't. Well, what about the people he was around during the party? What about the people he was around with during the huddle? We're not talking about that at all.
And and to bring it up to date, he acknowledged what he did and he stand by what he says, man. And this is a person for, y'all, the Constitution, man. This is a bigger picture, man. Don't turn this into like, oh, if you're on, you're harming other people, or if you're on, you're harming other people, man. Like there's a much bigger picture around this, and freedom is at stake, man. Freedom is at stake on this, And that's what y'all have to pay attention to, man. Y'all can agree to disagree, but if you disagree, man, I literally expect you to think this over. Think everything we've been saying over, man. Think about everything you've been seeing around the world. Think about what you saw from last year going into this year. Just think where you are. And it's just like, it's just a lot, bro. And it's just like, people got to stand up, man. If y'all so patriotic, you love this country so much, man, you have to stand up for this. Like literally, man. Like I'm behind Aaron Rodgers on his decision. I'm behind a lot of people, man. Like again, this is not no anti-vax state rant. This is straight like you're standing up for the Constitution, that you have a freedom of choice. And that's what America's been about, man. Like from the jump, man. That's what's been lived on. So, you got anything to add before we go to Mac Jones?
No.
All right,
I gotta move on.
All right, let's go on right here. This is the last topic, and then we're getting out of here. The Mac Jones play, bro. The Mac Jones play. The Mac Jones play was insane. Oh, go ahead, bro.
You hear it?
Yeah.
You know who that is?
Hey, who is that?
Kurt Angle, because he Mac
That
Jones
is right.
pulled the Kurt Angle move.
Mac Jones, he did pull Kurt Angle move. This dude, he's trying to make something like he even twist nothing.
You couldn't tell me that wasn't intentional. Way he turned around and it looked like he literally tried to plant his body weight on dude's ankle.
Bro, disturbing as hell. Like, I don't know what's going on. Like, there's no updated news about it. Like, he's about to get fined, suspended. It was a dirty play because the way I look at it, there's a name, man. Follow me up on this, bro, because I can't pronounce the names for shit. Ndamukong Suh, is that right?
Ndamukong Suh, yeah, when he did the curb stomp on dude's ankle.
Did a lot of dirty plays, and they treated, they disciplined with him. He was either fines, suspensions, even Burfict. Let's go. You say Burfict, and Vontaze Burfict did the same exact shit. And then you suspended him, fined him. It's like
the difference with those two is they didn't do that in the rookie season. They had a track record.
Track record.
So this is Mac Jones' rookie season. I think he's just going to get some type of minor fine. It might be hefty, but it's not going to be hard. It might not be hardcore because there's no track record of this yet.
Man, even with
but he does need to be fined at least something. I would go as far as to saying suspended a game, but that's just me.
Not even a game. I'm saying 3. Make an impact on their season.
First time offense, I don't see that happening.
Oh, I know.
Just saying, I just don't see that being that steep. But I do think he should at least have 1 game suspension, because you can't tell me what he did was not intentional.
That was intentional and dirty and unsafe. You talking about people being unvaxxed, unsafe. This dude just did this hurt somebody.
Right. And he don't even play for the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Come on, bro. Oh, yeah.
But he did a Pittsburgh Steeler move.
But yeah, man. Come on, bro. It's like they got to suspend him, bro. And then going into the Pittsburgh game that you were telling me about earlier, I did not watch it, but I did see the highlights and did see the clip that everybody's talking about with the referee that intentionally nudged his ass into another Bears defender as he's running off the field and throw up the flag as he's passing and gave Pittsburgh a first down. But there was more plays than that, right?
Oh yeah, just a few quick cliff notes. There was an incorrectly called low block that took away a touchdown pass from Justin Fields, which would have changed the game.
Right.
Justin Fields ended up getting trucked well after he passed the ball.
Mm-hmm.
No roughing the passer penalty.
Yeah.
Ben Roethlisberger slightly touched after a play. He gets the roughing the passer penalty. There was a blatant face mask. Dude's helmet fully got twisted. Not bothered to be called. Defensive pass interference wasn't called.
Did you say something about the late hit on not?
That's what I just said.
Okay.
Justin Field, and then Ben Roethlisberger was able to get the call. They called Roquan Smith offsides. He was nowhere near offsides. And then besides the hip check, they gave that very same player a taunting penalty because he looked over towards the Steelers' sideline.
I did see that in the highlight.
If this was not, I mean, I'm not going to be the type that says NFL's rigged or anything like that. I'm not going to go as far as to that.
Right.
But I will go as far as to saying that a lot of times officials dictate the outcome of games, whether it's money related or whatever the case may be. I'm not here to say this or that or the other, but especially when it comes to the Pittsburgh Steelers. And I'm not just saying that as a Bengals fan and as the Steelers. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that as a fan of football in general. I've seen so many things over the years that Pittsburgh has been able to get away with.
Right.
As far back as the hit to Carson Palmer that was legal back then when it should not have been, to the Joey Porter as a coach on the sideline was able to get into a fight with the Bengals, and that was allowed, to even a game not against the Bengals. Mike Tomlin steps out onto the field as the Ravens were returning either a kickoff or a punt return. I can't remember, but that was all okay. And the amount of dirty plays I've seen over the years that's been okay by the Pittsburgh Steelers, and yet it still continues and they're not admitting it.
Right.
And that's what really bothers me.
I agree, bro. I'm with you. I don't know what's going on, man.
At least it was fully visualized and right there in front of you on national TV. What's going to be the NFL's excuse for this?
Thank you.
I love to hear it because I'm sure they're going to blow smoke up everybody's ass. And it's going to be we just said, nothing.
Yep, like we just said.
What fits the narrative? If this what fits the narrative, this is what we're going to go with.
Thank you. That's exactly. Thank you. That's the perfect sentence for it. Who has the best narrative? And that's what we're going with. That's it. I'm with you on that, bro. I'm with you on that. I do expect that referee to get, I hope he gets stripped from the job, to be honest.
That's what I'm hoping he does. He can't even coach Pee Wee football.
Yeah, man.
Or officiate Pee Wee football.
Bro, can't do nothing. Even officiate intramurals.
I hope everybody cuts out the game on Madden if they play him.
Yeah, bro. It's a wrap. It's a wrap for him, yo. He did that shit blatant. I don't know why. I don't know what he was on.
I'm so glad that was caught on TV too. God.
Oh yeah, I'm glad. It was He got caught in 4K.
Because if it was just right, if it was just all the, if the player said that versus the official, you already know they're going to believe the official.
Facts.
So I'm so glad there's video evidence and everybody saw it and it's getting blown up to this. That's the only reason I believe they may do something, because they don't have a choice.
Right. I agree, bro. I don't got nothing else to say on that one. Not nothing else to say on that one. And then before we get out of here, man, prayers that everybody that was in Houston attended the Astro World concert.
Oh my goodness.
If you had friends, family, loved ones, yeah.
All young kids.
Condolences. Yeah, condolences, man. Yeah, I think, like I told you, it was up to 18 lawsuits and counting. Jesus, man. Shit just got out of hand, bro.
Yeah.
Shit got out of hand. But other than that, yo, man, we're gonna get out of here, man. Like, this is a long one. This is dope. This is a long one. This was a long one, yo. We try to get off a tangent, but we on a bye week, so we trying to fill everybody in on everything that's been going on. We want to give our perspective on everything. But yeah, we will not be posting a new episode this coming week since it's a bye week. But we will be tuning in on live streaming for the Sunday game against the Las Vegas Raiders on the 21st. Start at 10:30 a.m. Power hour starts at noon here on Queen City Stripes channel, live on YouTube. I'm your man Ray Summers, man. This is episode 14. I almost said 12. Episode 14, the Truman Show. I hope y'all basically got the gist on why I called it the Truman Show. But other than that, anything you want to add, Maverick, get out of here?
Bring on the Raiders.
Yeah, man. Bring on the Raiders, man. We're hoping for a win. We hope they come out guns blazing. We hope we see a whole new team coming back from the bye week. But other than that, I'm your man Ray Summers, man. Shouts to my man Maverick. I said man Raverick. Shouts to my man Maverick, man. Give y'all a hoo-day.
Hoo-day.
Man, love y'all. We out, baby. Salute.